Hi, Merry Meet, welcome. Now I'm going to have a reading for Aquarius for the month of April. So let's see. Love reading and general reading. So let's see, Aquarius, what's in store for you for the month of April. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. You are very welcome. And push the bell so you get notified of every video I put out. And this is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and maybe even for the cross watchers. So let's see. It seems to me in the early past that the focus on family, love, money has been quite important to you. Maybe the love between you and your loved one has been quite well in the early past. And there seems to be the chosen one, you know. The cards are talking about the chosen one. And that there is some message here. That some of you might have felt like you are a bit trapped. Maybe some of you, if you are single, have met the one. But you are a bit insecure about things because you are afraid of being held back, being trapped. If you are in an existing relationship, maybe you feel like you are trapped and that you can't say and do and move the way you want to, you know. And maybe you have felt like this is a period with where you feel mentally trapped, you know, and that you feel like you can't get anywhere. Maybe you are not capable to see any solution on the problems at the moment in April. That you feel quite alone to dealing with the problems. Maybe there has been a breakup for some of you, and that you thought that you had chosen one, or maybe you have, but it seems like there's a lot of difficulties between the two of you. That there seems to be, how can I put it, this feeling of being mentally trapped and dealing with things all alone. And if you have been married, it seems like, because of the two cards that comes up there in those positions, I feel like many of you have left a relationship that has meant a lot to you, that you have invested a lot of energy and so on in the relationship. If not that, it seems like there is a lot of passionate sex and loveless sex, difficulties in personal relationship, and if you are not been separated yet. It's a lot of things that is pointing at this separation, this love life that is about to end. I feel like you are trying to balance things. There's also a lot of news and messages that is coming in April that might be quite positive when it comes to money, you know. And it looks like other people and how they are. And it seems like there also is a little bit problems when it comes to work. Maybe your job is getting in the way of falling in love or putting any effort into the relationship. Or for those of you that are single and have met someone special, that you are afraid of being trapped and that you might be focusing on a relationship. Maybe some of you have just left a relationship and already met a new. And it seems like you can't get this idea or this thinking of the breakup or the bad relationship out of your mind. It seems to me like you're trying to balancing things, you know. Work and money and love life and family life. And it's quite difficult for you to manage it all. Maybe your love life is making your work difficult or your job difficult. Or your job is making love life difficult. Especially if you have been with a water sign. And it seems to not knowing what to do with this water sign. I feel like you are studying this water sign and waiting for something and what they are going to do or something like that. I feel like you in the month of April feel quite left out in the cold. Maybe you feel like your money isn't going around. Maybe you have a lot of bills to pay, or overall it seems like there's not enough money and that you feel quite poor. But that can also be your emotions, that you feel alone, and as I said, this mental entrapment that you feel like it seems to me that some of you might have been dealing with a fire sign. It can also be a water sign that has been quite important to you. But the same in April, it might be some good news when it comes to money that you didn't expect. Some good news. At the same time, there is this this feeling of being in a threesome here, that maybe you are in love with two persons. Maybe it is this fire sign or earth sign or water sign, because they are all three out at play here. It seems like there is this fear of losing control, and at the same time not having control, and trying to balance things the best you can with what you have. Maybe I feel like there will be a lot of problems when it comes to work, and that many of you are faithless in this period of time, in these difficulties. There seems to be this lack of faith, this pessimistic view on others, you know. And there might be this feeling, you know, you are ruled by Uranus, that is a rebel planet, you know. So, and there is this feeling of making this rejection against laws and systems and authorities, that you want to break all rules, and might have this eccentric behavior. Rules and restrictions gives you claustrophobia and make you feel claustrophobic. So it feels like in this claustrophobia there is this you don't understand the meaning with these rules and restrictions. Maybe you are turning your back against your childhood or background, and especially if you are raised in a religious atmosphere. Maybe you will turn your back on it and go your own ways. There is this overall feeling, and the problem is that it seems like in April you want to go your own way and maybe focusing on work, but that's the problem. You need to let loose, and there is this need for freedom. You don't want to be, though this is, they listen to the cards and spirits, and they are saying that this relationship that they are talking about is a relationship that is quite important, and this is a real one, you know. And especially if you have built a family with this other person, with this man or woman. So, but it seems like you have felt trapped, and you're trying to balance this breakup in some way. You want both ways. You want to control your own money. You want to control your own life and thoughts and what to do and not to do. But instead of getting this freedom, it seems like it hasn't turned out the way you hoped it would be. It has made you feel quite alone. And the man, especially if the man is a water sign, he sees that you are struggling, and he might want to help you. Or maybe for some of you, maybe he's just watching you struggle, because you have chosen to leave and break up and leave this relationship for freedom, and the freedom that you thought that you was going to have, you didn't have it, because rules and restrictions are there for a reason, you know. And it seems like this project that you have been going on when it comes to your low life has made you feel quite alone. Maybe you are the loser in a threesome. Maybe you left because you fall in love with someone new, or you were a part of a threesome. Maybe the one you were with was together with some other and you were the third. And it seems like you were the fifth wheel on the car, you know. I think it is that in English too. So that and it can always be vice versa. It can be you that is unfaithful to your partner and have left your partner to your freedom and to maybe gain something with another, but you didn't gain it, you lost. You feel quite poor and alone and left outside. It seems like your need for freedom didn't go quite as planned. For some of you, I feel like many of you might be losing some control here. And be careful if you seek advice from a counselor. If you seek advice from someone, be sure that you are seeking advice from more than one source, because it seems like you can get some failing advice. And there is this feeling of loneliness. Though you might have people around you, you feel quite lonely about dealing with the problems, and you feel stuck in a way. It seems like you, in this period of time of April, aren't capable, that you can't make up your mind, because there seems like there's something you need to, there's something that you're hesitating with, that you need to take a choice and make a choice about something. Maybe you have, as I said, given up some positive plans that would have led to success, or that you have been not capable to see things through to their end. As I said, that you might have left this relationship, you know, that would have led to success, but you have left it and now you feel lonely. And it seems like there's some negative power or person that is making obstacles for you. And all of this makes you feel like you're losing some energy. And I see that there is this you are trying to shoot for the stars, but you have left, as I said, a plan that would have led to success if you just would have seen it through. And since you haven't seen it through and ended it, you have destroyed your own plans that would have led to success. Especially if you are with a water sign. And that's I feel like there are so much blockage of energies in a way. How can I put this? That I feel like you feel like you can't get anywhere because your plans has been destroyed, and that is because you have left another plan that would have led to success, as I said. So, and it seems like there is some decision that is delayed, and that there is some create some stagnation or some kind of pause in your life. There's something that you're hesitating with, as I said, and this might be a time that you have to decide once and for all. If not, you will lose someone or something that has great value for you. If you wait any longer, but making this decision, whether that's if you have left a relationship and they are trying to reach you or want you back, and you are saying no out of stubbornness, and that you feel like you want your freedom and go your own way. But you have to decide, Aquarius, what you want. If you does not decide this in this month of April, you will lose something or someone that has a great value to you. And it seems like there is this fear of great change. Maybe even fear of death. And that can be death, can be in many forms, you know. On one level, it can stand for the fear of change. And that's the reason you are putting away the decision and not deciding what to do. And then that you are being left hanging on the fence. And when it comes to the emotional life, there will be some form of loss. As I said, maybe you and your partner has to be away from each other for a while, but the breakup doesn't necessarily need to be final. Whether that's if one of you have to leave because of work, so that you are being separated for a little while because of work, but so that you are being separated by force, you know. And if the relationship has been going bad, it seems like this might be the end, and that both of you just seems to not be able to say goodbye. Yeah. There is this heartbreak. You are so afraid of this heartbreak. And you feel like if you're going back to the relationship, you will be heartbroken. But it seems like you are living in a world of illusions. Because the other person, especially the number 7, is coming up a lot. So if you are together with a person that is born in July, it seems like they have a lot of options right now. That things are going well for them. There is this fear of showing emotions and this feeling that you want to be free. But if there's a decision, it seems like there's a decision that needs to be made. And you need to make up your mind by the time of April. Because if you don't, you will lose someone or something that has a great value to you. So make up your mind, Aquarius. And with that, I wish you very much luck. Please subscribe. Thank you so much for listening. Like the video. It's free. It doesn't cost anything. And if you want a private reading, you can contact me on earthangeltarot@hotmail.com or Nightwitch Tarot on Facebook. So, make up your mind, Aquarius. Make that choice. Bye. Blessed be. Ha det bra.